had a registered nurse as a wife. So when I was in my early 50s and before that, she would keep telling me that I stopped breathing during sleep. Of course, I snored loudly because I was a mouth breather. And like a typical male, I couldn't handle the truth. You know, I just kind of ignored it until in the late 1980s, I had two cases where drivers fell asleep at the wheel during the day and caused serious accidents, crossed center line. One driver was killed, seriously injured a number of other people. Another one, the driver fell asleep and a baby was killed in the other vehicle. And one day I just went home and said, this was after I did the depositions of the surviving spouses, learning about the sleep habits. Why does one fall asleep during the day driving? Sure enough, these drivers were snoring loudly at night, stop breathing. They'd fall asleep while watching TV in the day. And I'm thinking about it. And I said, when I got home to my wife, schedule me a sleep study immediately. I don't want to do what these people did to other people and themselves and their family, because they refused to acknowledge the fact that they had issues with sleep apnea and breathing and snoring. So back then, sleep apnea was becoming very, very popular as something we should be tested for if we snore loudly and stop breathing at night. Then I learned, of course, many people who die in their sleep, elderly or often die of sleep apnea, and they don't do autopsy normally. They think, well, they had a heart attack and the heart stopped. Well, of course, if you stop breathing for 2 or 3 minutes, you become unconscious. And of course, your heart stops after that if you're not breathing. Since then, I've become very aware of the fact that it's important for people who snore and stop breathing at night to get a sleep study. And now you can do those at home. And that is, for me, a lifesaver. I have more energy at 79 than I had in my early 50s because I was not a good sleeper. I would stop breathing. Of course, when you stop breathing, if your brain wakes you up, now you have to fall asleep again. And so you lose sleep. You don't get your REM sleep and you don't dream. For a couple of years, I never dreamed. I didn't realize that until after I got the CPAP machine, would sleep deeply. Wow, I'm dreaming again, you know? And so if I say to anybody, if you're sleeping and you don't dream, you better get a sleep study because you're not getting complete sleep. You're not getting down to REM and deep sleep. And that's an issue you have to deal with or it'll take your life. So, I mean, it's serious business.